Oh, hey folks, do it here. Coming to you on all things. Coming to you. Wednesday, August 17th. Statements to my imminent demise have been grossly misstated. To use that classic line, I believe it was from, uh, who was that? Tom something or other. Whatever. I'm still kind of bescrumbulicated and things are not working fully well in dude head, and I'm still in the process of, recovering. So if I start hacking and coughing and stuff, if you see a pause and a jump between segment to segment, that's what it is, okay? I'm still not 100% here, but I'm making good inroads. It's just now it's a process where I'm actually feeling okay, but the coughing fits sometimes are just like do. It's just how it works. Now, in my casual observation of things at large, I can tell you three things are going on right now that seem to be just jumping to the forefront. Number one, they are really hammering on Trump about the fact that, well, his campaign is flagging, his poll numbers are this, he's now sucking wind and things of this, that, and the other thing. In terms of the popular vote, folks, I don't see that happening. Number one, Hillary is not going to gather the crowds. She does not have the kind of impetus. She's got all kinds of stuff coming out by the wayside, and also George Soros has gotten hacked. I mean, it is funny to see like that guy from time immemorial who's done all kinds of outrageously horrific things coming back to smack him upside the head. He's been a bad guy from World War II on. Let's just say George Soros is one. He's a Jew, but also he sold out his fellow Jews to the Nazis. Number two, going back to like the 70s, I think it was, he had an instance where he underbid, overbid, or screwed with the pound, and he single-handedly almost crashed, and devoured the British economy to such a length, depth, and breadth. I'm truly ashamed to say that he's still living without saying that MI5 or MI6 didn't come outside and just pop his ass. So that's number one. Number two, the things that are going on about Hillary's health right now, and I've been documenting it wherever I can. If I find a video, I'll pull it down, the best bits, I'll upload it and show you guys. If you haven't seen like the reflection of all these videos, she is trending downward quickly. She is trending downward. There was one instance where you look in the video I just posted, like just the other day, you see the Secret Service guy reaching in and pulling out what looks like possibly a pen. He's palming it really big. You can't see it. But it was more than likely a diazepam injector. And what it is when somebody starts going through convulsions and they're having problems, you basically pull that and, you pop them. And it's roughly about the same thing as an auto injector. Or if somebody's having like anaphylactic shock, you hit them with the adrenaline. Does roughly about the same thing. It basically kind of gets you squared away so you can focus and function and all the rest of that stuff. She is now doing speeches where she's like, and this, that, and the other thing, and this. Okay, back to where we were. She is now starting to pop lines of code. So her health is suffering majorly. So that's number one, okay? Polls suck. Hillary's health sucks. Number three, the media types are now really starting to circle the wagons and are getting to be made to look like fools. Why? The internet sourcing is such with the bloggers. All the other information sourcing that comes from the back door. There's all kinds of hackers now. There's all kinds of guys running through Anonymous who are making the politicians' lives suck. Case in point, they're bringing all this information out. They're putting it to the forefront, and people are now able to cherry pick their own information without being spoon-fed the 30 minutes, 22 minutes, whatever it is for a 30-minute news program of chosen, complete, and total fluff, cherry-picking all the best parts for their guy while simply just grabbing all the little bit of minutia and whatever else they can try to just rub the dirt on for, like, the other guy. This thing about, Trump having a major shakeup in his campaign right now, Trump is a businessman, okay? He's going to play chess. He goes, okay, let's run this like this. You know what? That's not quite working so well. I'm not seeing any positive headway. Okay, thank you so much for all your assistance. I'm going to try a different track right now. Sorry, but I'm going to have to try something different. He is a businessman. He knows when something looks or doesn't feel right or doesn't pass the sniff check. He's going to tweak it, tune it, and try to work to its absolute optimum of best performance. I don't see this as a major issue for him to be shaking it up and flipping people over in his campaign and whatnot, because Trump himself is staying on message. Trump himself is Trump. He's not switching up. He's not doing anything different. I'm really not too terribly happy when he starts using this political correctness crap about, well, I won't have racism, I won't have bigotry, I won't have this, that, and the other thing. That's kind of pretty much a given, dude. If you start hiring people of every stripe and you put them in high positions and you show them as relying upon their ability versus like what their skin tone is, or they're probably like, looking at them versus male versus female, that's your judgment call. That's your spectrum of judging anybody. That's good stuff, okay? Nobody's going to fault you for doing that. Trying to use the politically correct language, though, does not work. All you need to say, exactly all you need to say is, I picked the best person for the job no matter who they are. That's all you need to say. And there was like this one chick the other day, and she was going on and roundy round about the other thing about, well, why is Trump coming here to Milwaukee? He rich. He don't have to give us nothing. I got bad news for you, chick. Rich guys don't give you squat. The government doesn't give you squat. The only way that you actually make anything in terms of public dole is not from the rich guys. It is from the U.S. government throwing you money to keep you enslaved. That is not living. You've been removed from your humanity. You've been given no reason to excel. You've been given no reason to show yourself as being that person who truly can do the job better than anybody else, because now you are dropped to the lowest common denominator of waiting for a check once a month. There's nothing good that comes out of when you basically dehumanize a person and make them suck off the government tit for life. There's no good reason for it. And every time you say, well, if you crank out another kid, you'll get more money. No, that isn't cool either. If you say you give them a card and they get free this, free that, for this, all that things, that doesn't fix anything either, okay? What you're doing there is you're basically enslaving this person. You're putting them on the reservation just like the Indians had. And you're pretty much just on your government interaction as buying their influence. Oh, just vote for us, we'll send you a check once a month. That's crap. That needs to stop. People need to be able to stand up for themselves, live on their own merits, and actually prove themselves as being worthy in society by doing those things that is uniquely their best attributes. I'm sure for a fact that chick doesn't think about just sitting around a house all day long and just watching TV all day long being like the best thing ever, no matter how she tries to defend it. Sitting around a house collecting a check, basically doing all this freewheeling stuff, is not living. They need to get off the government tit, no matter how hard it is, and live their lives for themselves. If Trump does those things, he's going to stand out as the one guy that doesn't keep enabling the things that are going on in D.C. right now. And they've actually done a poll, and this is hilarious. They've done a poll of all the inside the Beltway guys, and there's high numbers who think that Trump, well, is just not the guy. No kidding. There is a reason why they say he's not the guy. Because once he gets in there, he's going to clean house. They're going to be out of a job. They're going to get the free graft thrown away. And they're going to be removed from being the power structure that they are to keep playing off each other and screwing us in the middle. The power structure in D.C. needs to get taken down. It is time for it to end. Hopefully Trump does so if he gets in office. And hopefully things like this need to stop. I'm going to break up with this one, folks. But you know what? The only poll that counts is those numbers after Election Day. Don't listen to any of this crap coming down by the wayside. They are desperate in the news media right now to try to prop up Hillary, and she is circling the drain. Her health flat out sucks, and she might not actually do so good if there's a presidential debate between her and Donald Trump. You guys have a good one. I'm going to break off of this one. See you guys tomorrow. And as I usually say, eat good, keep your 10 rings. Always, you know you love it. Hillary Clinton, you are not the answer to our problems. If you're the answer, it was a dumbass question to begin with. See you guys.